and swipe. I'm swishing, I'm swiping, but you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. I really dig it, I get it, it only takes a minute to keep my house looking this way. And you should see me move when I'm getting in the groove. With a can-do attitude, I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me grabbing, cause I'm blessing my house today. That's right. I've made it a habit, there's nothing hard about it. Just 15 minutes a day. I'm cleaning and cleaning, I do my quick routines, and I'll soon be able to play. And you should see me smile when I'm sprucing up this title. Only takes a little while and I'm done. And it's fun when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. Here we go now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday. That's Plan and Play Day. Yeah, we got to get out there if it doesn't rain today. The sun's shining. I think the storm's passed my sister in eastern North Carolina, and it's on up into Virginia and places. So, it's all good. It's all good. It's Plan and Play Day. So, what are you going to do for fun? What are you going to do for fun the rest of the afternoon? Because we're going to work this morning. We're going to get some stuff done. We're going to plan our menus for the next week. And you know the best tool you can have for menu planning? The best tool you can have for menu planning is a great big calendar with lots of lines to be able to put everything you need on your calendar. You got that? So get your calendars ordered now. Now, many of you saying, I've still got 5 more months on my calendar. Yeah, you might have. But guess what? This is a grace period. Doesn't cost you anything to get August, September, October, November, 5 extra months on your calendar. It's a 17-month calendar. It goes along with the school year, but if you procrastinate, you know, you'll be writing on the wall come January. So get your calendar ordered now, and then you can then you can get a lot of things done. You can really do this because planning your menus is going to save you money. Yeah. So right now, we got to get our refrigerators cleaned out. I've done mine this morning. Robert was taking the trash off, so I got ours just lickety-split. Got cleaned out in no time. Let's get our refrigerators cleaned out and find out what it is you need to cook that's getting ready to go bad. If you need to start a big vat of bone broth, because next week we are in the hot melt sprint. You got that? Next week we're doing the sprint, because next week is zone 2, and tonight Leanne is doing a webinar, a free one. Go to savingdinner.com/burn, BURN, and she is going to explain the hot melt sprint to you. Yep, she's going to explain it, and she has to go bounce now because I said yep again. But she can help you make the most out of this sprint. And all you got to do is go to savingdinner.com/sprint, and the webinar is at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. But if you miss it, you can still see it later. But this is going to be a great little webinar, and it's free to help you get the sprint is free. And to sign up for the sprint, that's savingdinner.com /sprint. So we're going to make the most of this hot melt sprint. The beauty of it is you have a cup of bone broth, and I like to put a little spinach in mine. I love it. But, I've got some cilantro and some basil growing. I may cut up some of those leaves and put in my bone broth. Let's see, what else? We got, we have a little piece of meat about this size, and we have a nice green salad with the most amazing dressing. Leanne has gotten me addicted to this amazing salad dressing that she makes. And it is to die for. I'm telling you. And you're satiated. You're not craving anything. And we're getting rid of the carbs and the sugar in our life. And it is absolutely wonderful. So let's get ready for our hot melt sprint next week. We do it every month. It sort of brings us back, centers us on what we get rid of the inflammation, and we have. Yes, Leanne's dressing is keto friendly, or we wouldn't be eating it. Yes, it is super keto friendly. She uses olive oil and a little brown mustard in it. The recipe is go to savingdinner.com/sprint and everything. Just print it all out. I love this dressing. Absolutely love it. Absolutely. It's got garlic in it. It is to die for. Yep. Get it done. Now, have you got your calendars ordered yet? Get your calendars ordered. And, if you've got some address labels, take an address label, 12 months of address labels, and write Sprint on it. And put it on zone 2 of every month from now on. And it's going to remind you to do the Sprint with us. And we've got a whole Facebook group that we support each other and have so much fun with. And it's just an amazing way to stay focused on and keep the inflammation down. I mean, I'm already, just from this past month's sprint, I can tell a huge difference in my rings and drinking my water, staying focused on my health. This is important stuff, y'all. Important stuff. How can you get the calendar? Well, we'll put a link in here, but go to flylady.net and click on the link to the fly shop, and you'll see the link to the calendar. We've got a big calendar, and we have a smaller calendar. And I don't have a small calendar right now because I gave it to Leanne. But I've got to get another one from the office. So the calendar is right on our Fly Shop page, and get it now. I mean, planning your menus is going to, Liz is down 30 pounds. Is that what she said? 30 pounds? Let me see. 4 months and 30 pounds down. Imagine that. She didn't have a whole lot of weight to lose anyway. But you can get a handle on your cravings and everything when you're fueling your body with amazing food. And bone broth is one of the keys to that. It really is. What else? Please share our videos. Yep. But menu planning is going to save you money. And right now, things are tight. I'm telling you, things are tight. A lot of people haven't gone back to work yet. They're doing good to pay their rent. So let's save as much money as we can. Let's save as much as we possibly can, because we're going to need it. I don't know about, you'll have to talk to Kathy. Email orders@flylady.net and Kathy will tell you. Yep, that's what we do. About paying with PayPal. Let's see. menu planning. Knowing what you're having for dinner all of next week, that's the one thing about the Hot Melt Sprint. You pretty much get it all laid out for you, and it's so easy. But you got to get the food in the house. You got to go to the grocery store. You got to order what you need. Okay, so planning and playing. Planning and playing. We need to reward ourselves. And when we do something good for our homes, like planning and setting up routines and building our control journals, this is going to come back and reward you. But you need to give yourself a little reward. Maybe, there's a new book coming out today, and I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to read it. It's on my Kindle right now. And I may take a few hours this afternoon and just spend reading this new book I want to read. Yep. So what is it you want to do? Is there a novel that's out? Patty and Ken Hartley have a new novel coming out of the darkness. It's about depression, but it's a novel, which is fun. So Patty put a link in here for your novel. We have to come up with ways to reward ourselves. And rewards are fun. Rewards are really fun when you think about it. But I have my routines during the day. There are certain things I try to get done before I can get on Facebook or do anything. Like sometimes Facebook is a reward for me. So come up with daily rewards. Somebody reads me like a book. Anyway, y'all are great. So folks, let's take care of ourselves. Let's do what we need to do. Let's do the planning, menu planning. Let's try to eat out of our pantries and our freezers. Yesterday, Leanne went to her freezer and she did inventory and she said, "What do you want for dinner? We got this, 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 and this." And I said, well, beggars can't be choosy because Wednesday nights are not to get together. We love it. The guys play chess and ping pong, and we all play cornhole, and it's so much fun. So much fun. It's sort of our reward for having a good week. And it's important for you to, and Leanne and Mark and Robert and I have just not really been around any other people but each other. We've stayed safe through all of this, and we will continue to stay safe because we're smart people. We wear our mask. We do what we need to do. And we use our common sense. That's what we do. So more about rewards. What is it you like to do? Cooking out of the freezer and pantry. It's just amazing. You can come up with 5 meals real easy just out of your freezer if you go look. If it becomes mystery food, you know what I do with mystery food and I haven't labeled it or something like that? I stick it in a crock pot and I make bone broth out of it. I do this thing. So let's use up what we've got in our freezers before it ruins. Before it gets ruined by freezer burn. Let's use it up. Let's process this food. Let's eat it. Feed our families. You can sit here in 5 minutes and come up with, let's just say, I've taught you how to cook hamburger in your crock pot. I know people don't believe you can do that, but I do it. Robert comes in with 5 or 10 pounds of ground beef, and I put it in the crock pot with a couple of cups of water, and I've got a video on YouTube of it. I cut up 3 or 4 onions in it, and I cook it, and every 15 minutes I set my timer on my stove, so I have to get my butt up out of the chair, and I get up and I stir the ground beef. Leanne taught me how to do this with, what was it? sausage. It's called poaching. And she taught me to do this with sauce, and it turns the hamburger meat into tiny little pieces, which I love, tiny little pieces of hamburger meat in spaghetti sauce and different things like that. It is so much fun. So much fun. And right now, when you've got vegetables coming in, you can throw together some wonderful zucchini and make zucchini noodles and do a hot melt spaghetti and all kinds of good stuff coming out of the garden right this minute. Wonderful stuff coming out of the garden. So I've got tomatoes coming, and I've got peppers. Lots of good stuff coming in my little flower garden. So stay focused on eating what's out of the freezer, and you can turn that stuff that was going to go bad into good food. But back to the hamburger meat in the crock pot. There's a video on YouTube. You can find it. You do a search for Fly Lady and hamburger crock pot, and you can find it. Yes, listen to Leanne's show this evening. You learn everything you need to know about the hot melt spread. Everything. Everything possible to know about the hot melt spread. What is apple cider vinegar is what AVC is. I had to learn that too. Leanne and I like to put a couple tablespoons in a glass of ice water. And it's like having a cocktail. It's amazing. Everything is keto friendly and diabetic friendly on the hot melt sprint. It really is. It's a great way to live. And any doctor who saw this would love this whole thing that we do. Okay, folks, you got some planning to do. Let's utilize what we've got in our pantries and let's get it done. Because make those menus for next week. You can do it. You can really do this. And green leafy vegetables, broccoli, these are great things. And you're going to feel amazing, just like Leanne said. You're going to have so much energy, you're not going to believe it. Carbs bring you down. We're going low carb. You're going on a treasure hunt in your freezer. That's wonderful. Just go get in your freezer and start writing stuff down. What you can cook. And get it on your calendar so that you'll remember to take it out of the freezer. The vinegar in our bodies readjusts our pH. Green leafy vegetables. We have a friend who cured herself of MS. Well, I don't know if it's a cure, but the symptoms have subsided by eating green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables. The hot melt soup is to die for. Yep. And you can make it with your bone broth. Anyway, folks, I'll see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon for tea time. Who knows what we're going to talk about then? It'll be fun. Dr. Terry Walls. Yep, we love her. I lost my AirPod. See you later. Bye. Get those menus planned. I want to hear all about your menus at 3 o'clock. Got it? Bye.